Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 10th, 2023. This is for Gemini. Let's see what we've got here. Last shuffle. All right, and all Gemini placements, I must say. All right, I've been asked that quite a bit, and I don't remember to say it because I feel like it's a given. Like wherever it is in your chart and prominent in your chart, go for it. You know what I mean? Go for it. Intuition and manifestation optimism here. So you have to be optimistic. If you want things to go in your favor, you've got to be optimistic. Okay, you've got to see it from the bright side of things. Of course you could look at things and go, well, this isn't exactly going to, it won't benefit me to bury my head in the sand if there's problems. But they're saying that you still have to have the optimism to say, even if there's problems, I think I can figure out what it is. I could learn it at least. I could try. With the Page of Pentacles, he tries. That's an apprentice, right? That's someone who will learn and read the fine print and figure something out. You have Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands here. Things are going to move really, really quick. Optimism makes things move fast. It's like adding turbo to something. And it's like, look, Eight of Wands here again, the energy, right? You have to stand for your manifestations, right? You have Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Moon. You may have inspiration come out of nowhere for you, okay? You may just like out of the blue go, oh my gosh, I know the answer. I don't know how, but I know the answer. So Spirit's saying, stand your ground, right? Defend your intellect or your inspiration or that whatever calling that you feel, your intuition, stand on it. Don't allow yourself to go, well, I'm not really sure. I mean, it felt like that was right. Because you may not even understand what you just felt or saw. You may not even understand the inspiration that you got. Like, you're sitting, you're like, I don't know how I'm going to solve this problem. I don't have enough resources for this. I know I need to get this and this fixed. This is the energy of a person who uses duct tape on their engine and it was the best thing. As somebody tells you later, oh my gosh, it's genius. Okay, because the duct tape, when it melts, it turns into this substance and it seals the problem. Like, you may be that person that just sits and goes, well, what about this? What about if I used plumber's putty on XYZ? And they're just like, genius. And you don't even know it, but you're telling yourself, maybe talking yourself out of it. Spirit's warning you not to do this. Spirit's telling you, if you get some divine inspiration, you do your due diligence. Page of Pentacles is all about a person who crosses their T's and dots their I's. This is someone who learns, who will read. They'll read the fine print. They'll cross-reference. A Five of Pentacles would say you don't know this stuff yet. Whatever you're being inspired to do, you don't even really know it. You just have a feeling that it's going to work. They're telling you to be optimistic, that this is like building your repertoire, building your knowledge. This is, you know what I mean, giving you building blocks. And what ends up happening in this, very beautiful about this, is that you end up investing in something. This is going to take you far. Just this inspiration alone, and it could be something so small. And I say that it's small because Spirit's saying stand on it, fight for it, because you don't even know where it's coming from. It's gonna come in quick too. If you're looking for answers, quick. And you have the conflict with Seven of Pentacles, Hanged Man. The conflict in this is that you're not sure if this is going to be a worthy investment. You may feel as well that you just don't have enough resources. Every time you try to invest in something, you may go, Hanged Man, I'm not sure if this is going to work because just based on the way I think now, and based on what I've seen, and my perspective on things, I just don't see how this is going to work out for me. How am I going to build off of nothing? And that's, they show in the mindset of this energy. There's a need for you to change your perspective, as we see with optimism. There's a need to learn and cultivate optimism. And for you, I feel like optimism will come when you build your knowledge, when you read more and study more about something that you may be inspired to do. Then you'll feel a lot more confident. I feel like people say this about Gemini, and I find this to be so true. Eternal students, probably the most delightful people I've ever met, to be quite honest with you. The most delightful. They take life seriously, yes, but I think I've said this before to y'all. I literally have 4 Geminis in my family, and they could be telling me a story about how they were telling me a story about how someone was in a shootout and leapt and saved a child and something. And the way that they described the story, we were all cracking, I mean, tears rolling down our eyes laughing. But it was the most serious situation. It was like any other time you'd be about to cry, like, because this is terrible. But it's the delightfulness of the way that they communicate. The way I love Gemini's, man. But don't cross one. I tell you, don't cross one. I haven't, but you learn the hard way if you do. Even if they assume you crossed them, you're gonna see the other side, and you're not gonna like it. But then they'll switch right back to the normal person again and be like, all right, now we're family now. Get over it. Move on. Mutable signs, man, it's funny. But however, like I was saying here, your perspective may be an issue, and your perspective may be skewed based on the fact that you don't feel educated enough. And a lot of Geminis are eternal students, very curious about life, very jolly individuals. I love every sign that's evolved. I can't say enough about evolved energy. But however, that is going to help you along to help build whatever this is, because they're asking you to stand for it. Like, nah, I think this is going to work, and stand on it, and even do research to substantiate your findings. Substantiate your inklings, your intuition. Back and forth with Justice and High Priestess, you're back and forth between logic, reason, and intuition. So this is where this is at, and your intention is to balance it. And that's beautiful. That's exactly what we were talking about. Follow your intuition, but also do research to calm your logical mind, because then that will cultivate optimism. The optimism you naturally already have, it looks like your perspective on the fact that you don't have enough resources may be the problem, but the spirit is saying that you have a creative solution coming up for you quick, out of the blue. The moon means you don't even see the solution coming so fast that it's like knocking everything over. You know what I mean? If it was like whatever it was, if the answer was supposed to fly in on a stork, the stork would have bust through the window and knocked all your stuff over with the answer. That's how strong and fast it's coming in. It doesn't have time for formalities. So back and forth here, you are trying to figure out whether your intuition is correct. What you're downloading, coming in, is coming from some place that can't even be described. And Justice is like, I'm trying to make sure this balances out. I don't want to mess this up and go and lean on superstition or a feeling when there may be a concrete solution to my problem. I'm not. So here there is a problem, and of course it looks like it's a problem that may have been ongoing, or may have been something that it's like you may have been stumped on this problem for a while, if this is a conflict with all of this energy. And Seven of Pentacles is investing time spent, time well spent. However, the perspective on that is, the jury is out on that for you, because you may be looking at it going, this is too much time. I don't even have enough resources to solve the problem that I know that I need to have. But Spirit will give you the right answer. You have to trust your intuition. Your intuition may tell you, it's like I said, you may be like, oh, duct tape will fix this. And then it's like, why didn't I think of that before, kind of thing. But optimism will save the day for you. Spirit wants you to make sure that you remain optimistic. Oh my gosh, the song's playing in my head. What is it? Sounds of Blackness. Optimistic. When I tell you, if you want to be inspired, that song used to come on every morning on the radio when I was in high school. And I mean, literally, it inspired me to do my very best every morning. I think they just did that on purpose. Play Optimistic in the morning. Beautiful song. If you don't get goosebumps, then are you human, kind of thing. But they want you to be optimistic, okay? So here we have Cancer energy, Pisces energy, Libra. You also could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. You could be a Taurus, Gemini cusp. We have Yep, that's what is looking like here, okay? Those are the signs that you could be dealing with, or they could be in your chart, right? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.